In this way, whole the nation, that's mean the all black people or the colored people under the leadership of this ANC raised the voice and shown their struggle or the anger against to the white people. And finally, this struggle got its success. So finally, 26 April 1994, South Africa got its freedom. And after that, after enjoying its freedom or enjoying, that's mean getting its freedom, finally the leader of the country laid down new free constitution of South Africa with some new rights for the people. And in that constitution they never thought about against to those white people. In fact, they treated all those together. Nelson Mandela also considered that they were not against to the people, they were against to their wrong behavior or their cruel nature. And anyhow, they given the concept of equality. So finally, a very ideal constitution was formulated for South Africa. So in this way, this example is shown to you. And similarly, in many countries, a new constitution was formed. Similarly, in India also, against the British power, a new constitution was formed for or in the favor of the Indian people. So after discussing all these points, next we come to know, or we are moving for the next topic, is need of constitution. So why do we need a constitution? So after knowing or discussing this above example of South Africa, I hope it's very clear to you that why do we need a constitution, right? Hope you can make points now easily that why do we need a constitution. Why do we need a constitution? Of course, we need a constitution. Some points are introduced in your book also, like it generates a degree of trust and coordination among the people. Secondly, we need it. It specifies how the government will be constituted and who will power to take which decision, or it simply tells how the government will be formed. It lay down limits on the powers of the government, what the government can do, what cannot do. So all the powers are also laid down in the constitution. And it tells about the rights of the citizen. And fifth is it expresses the aspirations of the people about creating a good society. And similarly so on. These are some of the major points which is given as why do we need a constitution. So surely in simple you can understand now that constitution is must, constitution is required, and this set of laws, this set of rules are much required to run a country smoothly and properly. I'm discussing some of the main points, like it contains the confidence or harmony among its people. It determines the power exercised by the legislative, executive and judiciary. Who will enjoy which powers? किसके हाथ में क्या power है, क्या duties हैं? This is also laid down in the constitution. It specifies check and limitation of powers. It speaks rights and duty at the citizen and expresses aspirations of the people. Okay, things are same. It may be given as in a different form if you are saying or taking help of other books. Then main concepts are the same. Maybe the language of the book could be different. So these are some of the key points, major points that we are saying that we need a constitution. So anyhow, constitution is required to run a country properly and smoothly, and to guarantee the rights of the people. Okay, and smooth functioning of the government or to run the country smoothly. After all this discussion, we are coming the main points that making of the Indian Constitution. What the process, when the first efforts were done. So making of the Indian Constitution, already I told you that was not an easy task. It was a very difficult task. That formation of our Indian Constitution was under a great circumstances. Very difficult conditions were there, Difficult condition, that's mean because that period of time India was firstly freedom fight was going on in the country. Many people already sacrificed, a number of Indians were sacrificed themselves for that freedom. Secondly, there was the problem of partition between India and Pakistan. Partition की बात चल रही थी continuously. Third, there was the problem of the refugees. पार्टीशन होना है तो refugees का प्रॉब्लम था. Those Hindus were living in Pakistan were sent back to India, and the Muslims from India to Pakistan. So in this way, the refugees, accommodate to those refugees also a problem. Fourth is that accommodation on the religious basis, because India is a country of diversity, different communities, religions are living together. So whatever the rule and regulation formulate, or what the laws were written, was required to keep the interest of all the religion. Okay, it was required to keep the interest, to keep in mind the interest of all the communities. So that was also a big, we can say, the big challenge in front of the Constituent Assembly. And similarly, problem of the princely state, how it could be accommodated, problem of the language, number of different types of problems were in front of the leaders. So here we are going to talk about making of the Indian Constitution.